interest in our first game today. Arkansas and Arizona State are underway, and the Razorbacks jumped off to a 12-0 lead before Arizona State was able to get on the board. But the Sun Devils have battled back in, and it's a 3-point ball game, making a 5-point game as Lee Mayberry hits that jumper. I'm Brad Nessler with... We'll keep you posted on the Utah-Michigan State game, but here Terrence Wheeler buries a 3. And it's a 2-point game.
Defense and the way they like to run, but Arizona State's the kind of team that wants to run as well. As Ike Austin scores inside, they have really won that Rutgers game for Arizona State. They were down and they were able to come back against a team that was much more experienced. They're facing the same situation. They're poised and were able to come back.
Oliver Miller.
You know, we saw this Arkansas team take, but what happened was Arizona State kept their poise, then they broke their initial pressure, and that's been an Achilles heel for Arkansas. If you push the ball down, break their initial pressure, you're usually in good shape. The problem, I think, for Arizona State's going to be fatigue, though, Brad. I don't see them.
Wallace kicks it out. Uri kept alive by Miller. Back to Uri. Score it. Fontana down to Faulkner. Faulkner scores. Uri fouled it. Faulkner was... Murray outside. 3. Seven threes already this half for Arkansas.
Arizona State has to be careful that they don't do what Georgia State did in the last 5 minutes of their first half, and that's completely collapsed.
Ike Austin, that's his second basket. Uri is really starting to take over. Not a good pass, obviously, and Wallace takes advantage.
Arkansas changed their full court press from a 1-3-1 to man-to-man. They're not allowing the inbounds pass, whereas they do with their 1-3-1 full court press.
It's hard to get ready for the kind of press that Arkansas throws at you.
Bob Reinhardt of Georgia State, though, Brad told us that he practiced with 7 players against 5 to try to simulate this kind of pressure.
And what he found out, he said their 5 were better than our 7. And Uri has had a gigantic first half. Game, 1 shot left for Arizona State. Anderson will take it and got it. 58-54, halftime, Arkansas in front. Day drives on Fontana.
And Day starting out the way.
Bowers down low to Miller. Oliver Miller's first field goal of the second half. He's got 12 points. Here's Miller, got alone. They're really going to need him with 2 of their other big guns on the bench in foul trouble, and he's got 13. Bowers, 3-pointer. 8 threes on the day. Arkansas, twice as many threes. Murray almost tried another one there, but drives instead and scores. It'll be a chance for a 3-point play of a different. Austin's going to take it way out on the baseline. That's as far away as we've seen Ike Austin score. Stephen Smith, 3-pointer. They call him a headache.
Arkansas is missing shots that I haven't seen them miss all year. These are automatic for them.
3-point game, make it a 1-point game. Timeout, Arkansas. They are in front by 1.
This Arkansas team, they don't seem to have the killer instinct this afternoon, Brad. They had a young team down by 7, yet they couldn't put them away.
That's 9 3-pointers in the
top
game.
of the second half may become a factor as the tempo increases.
Murray buried a 3. Needs a bucket to try to quiet things down, but they don't need a turnover. Mayberry. Bill Frieder might have to think about a timeout. There it is, a 9-0 run. Arkansas by 10. I'm Brad Nessler with Mimi Griffin. It has been some kind of ball game for Oliver Miller. 17 for the big guy. And now it's the biggest lead of play. Over Day is Faulkner.
Faulkner's just not letting up. He knows that Todd Day has
He's got 4 fouls, remember. Fontana, not intimidated by Miller, scores it and he's fouled.
You gotta love the way these freshmen are playing regardless.
Wheeler for 3. Miller may have gotten away with a walk there. It's getting a little ragged right now. Bowers alone, baseline. 12 for Bowers. There's your shooting.
And you can see how poorly Arkansas has been shooting in the second half. We talked about fatigue, Brad.
On the Sun Devils thus far. Great feed into Austin. Five on the shot clock. Miller. (94-86). Halftime with UNLV by 10. Wheeler way out there. And Arizona State's gone ice cold. Their last dozen shots or so haven't fallen. Todd Day in low.
Fatigue becoming a factor right now for Arizona State. Their transition defense in that possession, Brad, was just not there.
Some fun to see at the Final Four for the women in New Orleans. Because that's going to do it from Atlanta. And the Razorbacks of Arkansas, the #1 seed, a winner. They struggled, but they won it by 7. And Noel and Richardson can smile, Jim Nance.
There's Ron Urey, super sub, super 6 man of the Razorbacks, and all top 4.